Welcome back. You're done cleaning up the trash, man. You already know the vibes. All the Christmas toys should be put away. It's time for the big boys now to get into some real big boy time and talk right now, man. You guys are now rocking with the best. This is the best of 7 Sports Talk. Happy Monday. Christmas is over, man. I hope everybody had a happy holiday weekend, man. We are at it. Some dope games yesterday, man. What did I learn from NBA Christmas 2023? I really want to talk about it. Each game kind of break down. We had some interesting games yesterday on the menu. I believe like 4 or 5 games total. What did we actually come away with this year when we talk about NBA Christmas? Now, yesterday, for starters, we had Philly going into New York, Madison Square to play the Knicks. We all know Philly has been struggling. Now, I was impressed with the moves that the 76ers made in the offseason, picking up PJ, picking up Montrez. I felt like they got tougher. And I felt like with that element, as well as Joel Embiid feeling like he got shortchanged from the MVP last year, then, of course, James Harden with the opportunity to, prove himself in a sense. I really was like the projection that Philly was going on paper. They have definitely been able to find ways to not get it done. Joel Embiid is playing real good ball, but the 76ers, bro, are iffy. And I really didn't learn much from them yesterday, even going on the road, beating New York. Something that you feel like they should have done, but I do think it was important. A road win for Philly. Definitely, they need to get as many as they can at this point, even though it's early in the season. They just didn't look real sharp. But again, they're playing the Knicks. So you look at the level of opposition, it gives you a little bit of level to cause the pause. But, I didn't really learn that much from the 76ers other than they still got work to do. I still believe that they can be a threat. I'm not going to hold you. When you look at, because see, a lot of this right now is cat. When you going to have to play Harden and then be in the best of 7-game series, no pun intended, that's when shit really hit the fan. Because now the game slows down. People get to study each other's moves and, things like that. So having to play Philadelphia in the playoffs is going to be way different than you being successful versus them in the regular season. The thing about Philly in the regular season is they need to get in position to be somewhat in a top seed spot. They really don't want to have to go through the road to try to get this done. Salute to my brother, Anthony. Anthony, happy holidays to you, bro. Big up to you. Now, the Lakers and the Mavs played last night. Also, Dallas got the win 124-115. What did I learn last night between the Lakers and the Mavericks? To be honest, man, LeBron still looks good. He's been more consistent than inconsistent, so I'm good with that. But every time I watch the Lakers play, it's just more of a reality check. We don't have enough to get it done. What we expect, what we need, it's going to be hard for us to even make the playoffs if we do not make a drastic change. I'm sorry. I don't know what that change is. I don't know if it involves adjustments, minutes, personnel. You rarely have ever heard the culture of a team being an issue that LeBron James was on. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. I feel like this Lakers team they need new fresh air to breathe. I don't think the culture that's going down in LA, not to say that that's LeBron's fault, but I just don't think that the culture in LA is they're not in a good space. The fans are always worrying. The media of LA on behalf of LA, like they super hype everything up that the Lakers do because they realize that the Lakers really are so bad. It's a tough call. So I really didn't learn nothing new from the Lakers last night, other than LeBron still got it. But we know what the problem is with the Lakers, and I'm not sure if it's a problem that can be solved right now. Dallas, you know, Luka went off for Christmas. Luka does his thing. Luka is a bright lights type of guy. So what I watched from Luka, definitely expected nothing new. Luka does his thing. There's no question about that. Um, but again, if the Lakers are healthy and they have to run against Dallas in a 7-game series, it's going to be tough either way. You can't just go by this one game right here and feel like, okay, Dallas would, pretty much not have any problems with the LA. 7-game series is real. So that was interesting. Boston and Milwaukee. That's probably the biggest takeaway that I had from Christmas, NBA Christmas yesterday. Really was just the Celtics to me. It's just the best team in basketball. I'm gonna keep it 100. Winning 139 to 118, winning in the fashion that they won. All around good ball club. They've been playing together from the start. All the roller coaster issues that they've had in the offseason, starting with, Ime Udoka, they still have been able to find ways to get this thing done. To me, they are clearly the best team in basketball. I don't care what a record says. Boston is playing exceptionally well. Jason Tatum is playing out of his mind, but I don't care. I keep telling y'all, like, whatever Jason Tatum does in the regular season will never matter to me. I need Jason Tatum to step it up when it matters the most. But, I've learned that Boston is the team to beat in the NBA, not the Eastern Conference, in the NBA. Boston is the best team to me in the National Basketball Association. I do feel that. I also took away something that I've been trying to really preach for a minute. And I understand that Milwaukee is not 100% healthy, but people were proclaiming Giannis to be the best player in the world. And I told y'all it's not. It's not that. He is about really in his prime. People like LeBron in his prime, they will be getting it. I mean, Milwaukee got a great record. I mean, I don't want to get it twisted. I'm not making it seem like they not playing. They may have the best record in the East or one of the best, but they don't scare me at all. Giannis does not scare me at all as a fan of the opposition. And I think that's a problem from a MVP, NBA champion that's still in his prime. Losing this game, I know it was in Boston, but I don't know, man. He just had to go up against KD. I mean, he had a tough couple of days. I'm not going to lie. He definitely had a tough couple of days, but y'all proclaim this guy to be the best player in the world, and this is where you really got to step it up the most. So that's my takeaway. Then you got Golden State and Memphis. I talked about this morning. I'm not even really going to hold y'all. Golden State got the win. Memphis stick their chests out. They do a lot of talking, and they have not really done anything. So I understand the emotion behind, Klay Thompson and what he was doing, with Dylan Brooks and just seeing how John Morant used to mouth off. So I kind of get the little situation, the scenario with Golden State and Memphis. But Klay Thompson, to me, he be just doing too much for somebody that I think has lost a lot of sauce. And I think people are over really rating him in my opinion, he's definitely not that splash brother, Klay Thompson. And what he has been showing when it comes to taunting, it bugs me out a little bit because I'm just like, bro, you're not even that guy no more for you to be even running around, dancing around, trying to taunt me. We know Memphis isn't no damn franchise. Who cares what Dylan Brooks say? But you running around here like you putting up 40 point, 50 point, 60 point nights. Like, I don't know. Klay be living his best life. I know, like I said, it's a lot of emotion behind Klay Thompson. He's went through a whole lot. So, I'm not gonna really shit on Klay, but to me, he ain't that for him to be doing all this extra stuff that I be seeing. I remember 2016, how he got extra with LeBron James, and look what happened in that final series. So and Klay Thompson, would he be Klay Thompson without Steph Curry? Is he just a systematic guy? I'm not sold that Klay Thompson is who Klay Thompson is without this system. So I'm not going to tell him to be humble because he's went through a lot. But I'm not going to, bite my tongue when I tell y'all Klay Thompson to me is really just not that guy. I'm going to keep it a buck with y'all. Last but not least, on NBA Christmas, we had the Denver Nuggets knock off the Phoenix Suns. I believe this was an overtime game. Yeah, they won in overtime by 3. And the thing that I'm just watching throughout the regular season, I mean, you almost can bet that Nikola Jokic is about to win the MVP for a third straight year. It's like they setting it up perfectly for him, a guy who gets into the playoffs and does nothing for the team. Jokic is very skilled, but I don't never ever seeing him being the guy that everybody think he is when it counts the most. He's a piece to the puzzle. He's the leading guy in Denver, but nah, man, I'm not sold on Nikola on that tip. I don't think he was the MVP last year. And every time he gets this, when they get in the playoffs, I don't see no MVP playing. I don't. But he's doing his numbers in the regular season. So it is what it is. I'm not surprised. What I did learn last night from the Suns and the Nuggets game last night, basically, Phoenix is in trouble. And what we've witnessed that happened off the court with the owner and all that stuff is really impacting the team. It really has in a negative way. And that's kind of surprising to me because Chris Paul went through the same thing in LA, and they were still able to still have a level of success. So going through this and being a veteran, I am a little bit surprised that Phoenix is not playing as well as they should be. Then you got DeAndre Ayton and the issues he got going on. But I feel like these little off-court issues and the scandal that happened with Robert Sarver, now the team is being up, for sale. I really feel like all of that stuff has spilled on into the locker room. Maybe not with the Chris Pauls and the veterans, but you can definitely feel like the culture, the energy in Phoenix have kind of went away. People were looking like that was going to be the spot to be respected for a minute. They were this close to winning an NBA championship just 2-3 years ago. So, I really learned that Phoenix to me have kind of fallen off of the face of the earth. And the off the court issues have really been the biggest problem. I'm kind of surprised by that. So that's really my take from, all the games that went down yesterday. But again, pretty good action that we had on NBA Christmas, man. Next up, for the most part, is the All-Star game. So I can't wait for that. Now, before I get up out of here at the best of 7-Man Sports Talk, I'm 7 Mitchell. Make sure y'all smash that like button. And if you're new, subscribe to the channel. I did come across, let me see if I can find it. I think it was Jeff Van Gundy in his comments to LeBron. Yeah, here we go. So Jeff Van Gundy, he has spoke on LeBron James and the Lakers, the struggle right now going on with LA. And basically, Jeff was saying that the Lakers have not been good the last couple of years. It may not be LeBron's fault, but it is his responsibility. He's part of that. He's had a large part of who's on the roster. It's a hard position. When I hear things like that, it's just like, yo, two things can be true. If it wasn't for the quarterbacking and the mindset of LeBron, the vision that he had just 2 years ago, he wouldn't even have a championship. So let's not put all this blame on LeBron when we talk about the GM role, when Rob Pelinka has clearly been dropping the ball before LeBron got there, while LeBron has been here, and maybe after LeBron leaves. The real issue for the Lakers start at the top. And I don't really think that none of that stuff is going to get fixed or anything of that nature. So we clear on that. We clear on that. I don't think none of that stuff is going to get fixed. Nobody who's going to fire themselves. Jeannie is not going to fire herself. She's not going to get rid of Rob. So that thing is just going to run out until his wheels fall off, or unless a star just pressed to try to get a championship and join LeBron. But I don't know. I just don't like how they try to put the blame on LeBron for the struggles of the roster. But when he made, the effort to get AD and it paid off in the first year, where's the props for that? And I disagree with Jeff Van Gundy as far as he feel like it's LeBron's responsibility. How? He doesn't sign contracts. LeBron is not kicking out no money. LeBron is not recruiting. He may be recruiting, but that's Rob Pelinka. But I guess at the end of the day, when you talk about sports, the best player on your team, and when things go good, they get the credit. When things go bad, they all are going to have to get the blame. So, it all comes with the territory at the end of the day. Make sure you guys follow me on social media, man, at the best of seven on Twitter as well as Instagram, 7Mitchell, man. And make sure if you guys are new to the channel that you guys subscribe. About to get up out of here. It was going to be a real quick and brief one, man. Y'all know how we do here at the best of seven sports talk, but I did want to come and chop it up with you guys on the live stream tip. This is the NBA Daily Podcast, so I will catch you guys live streaming tomorrow, man. Y'all stay safe, and I'm out. Peace.